Investigate with Kate, and today I am here with Jency and Aaron Hogan. In my opinion, not really in my opinion, it's just a fact. The 80s is the best decade for music.
Oh, yes, so fun.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So, if you had to describe your job using an 80s song title, what would it be?
So definitely pour some sugar on me, Def Leppard. Yeah. So I'm like the sugar on top whenever I'm photographing people. I give them experience that they never forget. So it's just like a little bit like sugar on top is what I'm thinking. So pour some sugar on me. I'm just like, yeah, I'll just add a little extra sugar on there, and that's what I do whenever I'm shooting. I want people to feel like it was a very sweet experience. They usually enjoy it. Every now and then, they want to sue me, Just kidding.
Oh my gosh. This is going on.
But usually it's pretty amazing. Look how cute Kate is.
So cute.
We love you, Kate.
Thank you.
All right, Jency. So
I
you
can't
got
think of any 80s songs.
think.
I'm drawing a blank. I don't even know.
I'll allow 90s this time. Just this once. You're an exception.
Okay, let me think.
She is exceptional.
I will say, like Zombie by the Cranberries, because it's like really dramatic and everything in acting is really intense. So it's like,
And dramatic.
And dramatic.
What is the funniest or most surprising thing that has ever happened to you in your career?
I was photographing a 72-year-old woman one time
Oh no.
at her friend's house
Oh no.
in a pool.
Oh no.
In an indoor pool. And this was for a very special ad. Remember Dove, the skincare commercial, the skincare company?
Yeah.
They were trying to find models for their elderly skincare line. It was like a pro-age thing. So anyway, she said, Aaron, I want to hire you to photograph me fully naked in my friend's pool. And she said, I got permission, don't worry. So I'm photographing her, and all of a sudden, the owner of the house comes into her own home and freaks out and kicks us out and says, what the heck are you doing in my house? She said, I thought you'd let me do a photo shoot. She said, I didn't know you were going to be like this. And then that was really, really, really awkward. In the end, she loved the photos, and I got paid well.
Okay.
How was that, Kate?
I would say that was a crazy / funny thing.
One time I thought I was auditioning for a monster character because I have dyslexia and I read it quickly and I was in a hurry that day, I guess, and I actually was auditioning for a mobster. And so I was going in like acting like all crazy and intense and growling and stuff. And I asked the director, I said, so when does she actually turn in to a monster? And he said, wow, that's such an interesting question. Yeah, she really is a monster, isn't she? And I was like, yeah.
So what does a typical day in y'all's life look like?
Well, we each have our own businesses separately, but together I'll start in the morning. We have 4 dogs. They're our little babies.
Yeah.
Little munchkin diddly umptions, we like to call them. All 4 of them sleep in the bed with us, so we wake up usually with
one of them crying.
One of them has a cone right now because it had a surgery, so it's shoving its cone under my chin, like really like slicing into my face.
Yes.
The other one is licking my eye. One of them is
crying because he wants you to throw the ball.
Yep, ball, need the ball. The other one is
around 7:30.
Biting me because I'm trying to move it, and it's like on top of me. I'm trying to move it, So it starts off
chaotic start.
I start off like, oh man, I feel like I didn't sleep at all last night. I wonder why. It's been going on for like 14 years, by the way. So 14 years of no sleep.
And we still do. Why? I don't know.
I love them so much.
I'm really more of a 2-dog person, if I'm quite honest.
And I want 5.
No.
So anyway, we live in our building, so we just walk downstairs or across the hall to our offices, and
start chipping away at the day.
Yep. I usually go on photo shoots in the studio, not necessarily on location, although I do a lot of on location shoots now, but or weddings on weekends. We are taking care of a little child temporarily, so we're
Kind of like foster respite care.
yep. So we're walking her across the street at the park in the evenings sometimes, and then as of late, I've been playing pickleball. So that's taking up all my free time is pickleball. Like tonight, I'm gonna go.
Are you?
Not oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
While you're teaching, I'm pickling.
Yeah, for me, I take ballet twice a week. So I get up, stretch, go to ballet, and I also paint. So I'm painting pictures of Jesus really big. So I do that part of the day, and then I work on love acting. So I'll get together and we'll do a blog about acting or something like that. Elena will type and I will orate, and then we will work on just doing all of our businessy stuff, contacting people, thinking about marketing, scheduling Instagram. I'll go downstairs on the computer and work on the Instagram for EyeWander some, making sure that's flowing because I do the Instagram for both. And then, and if I have dance, I'll have gone to dance and during the like morning time usually, and it's like my favorite. I still have my hair up from dance today.
How did you decide to become a photographer?
Great question. Um, 2000, yeah, the year 2000. I finished high school, and I had been doing art through drawing and painting primarily, some sculpture in high school. I loved it. I knew that I wanted to make a career as an artist somehow, but I wasn't sure in what medium exactly. Um, I then went to Italy for just a couple months, 3 months, and lived with a Christian missionary who was really in love with stained glass, and he was a stained glass artist on the side. He wasn't like making a lot of money with it. He just knew how to make it, and he'd show me some of his designs. And every church we went into together, he pointed out the light. And so it was through the understanding and fascination with light that I began to want to capture it. Photography is nothing more than creating, and capturing light. Um, and so that was the beginning. I remember specifically, I was driving with him through in Liechtenstein, which is like one of the smallest countries in the world, in the Alps. So Austria, Switzerland, Liechtenstein. We were driving, and I saw this yellow tree that was backlit by golden late afternoon sunlight. And I asked him to stop the car. I had a little point and shoot film camera, and I took a picture of it. And when I got the film developed, the photo was so lifeless, it looked flat and uninteresting. And I remember like bummed out, and I thought, I want to learn how to capture what I see and take me back to that place, where I was, and to feel what I felt in that exact moment and relive that experience. So that was the beginning of understanding how to do that. I got back home. There was no internet. There was no YouTube at the time. This was 25 years ago, and I got books from the library, which had a whole section on 35 millimeter film photography. I made a darkroom in my bathroom, and started LSU the next semester, already having a heads up and a one up on the other students because I'd already been doing it for like a few months. So that was the beginning. Found a little girl I'd started dating. She was my model, and then I started doing weddings, and from there it blew up. So 25 years later, I shoot so much that I'm literally losing my head most of the time. And I want to take my camera and throw it in the river some days. But sometimes the light still hits me right in the chest. You ever seen something so beautiful you just get chills? Well, that's how light still hits me to this day.
So, what would your dream role to play be?
Okay, this is definitely easy. Probably some kind of period drama where I am riding a horse and I am like a Guinevere in like a beautiful forest, like riding in the woods with some kind of large cape, and I'm trying to save the day, like something like that. Trying to save the city or the village, and I have to accomplish all these things and overcome these people and fight these people and do these kind of things that are beyond my strength. Something like that.
So, do you have a role that you would like to play that already exists, like a specific character?
So have you ever seen Sense and Sensibility?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Like the older sister in that, maybe, or Beatrice in Much Ado About Nothing would be really fun. I think if I could play a role at this age, okay, so I love Call the Midwife. So if I could ever be one of the moms in that show, that's like either a late term, like an older woman having a baby, or play a nun or a nurse in that show, that would be a dream come true.
Have you faced rejection in your career?
Oh my gosh, I'm probably the most rejected actress of all time. Seriously, like I'm not naturally like ever had like a lot of like people say, "Oh, I just want you to be in my movie." That hasn't been like that. I've had a lot of auditions, a lot, and I have auditioned for a lot of character roles, and that has been my success. Like when I get a really funky, weird character role, that's when I get an opportunity. A lot of the content that I have created myself is what's kept me alive as an actress. And that I think once you get to a certain age, if you haven't had a certain amount of success, you really have to work hard and turn the wheel yourself to keep the projects coming and keep yourself fresh and your ability to act still like popping, shall we say. So my dream is to do it till I'm 80, and it may be through the movies that we make, or it might be that people cast me in their shows. Yes, rejection is very, very difficult as an actor, but I think that only you can decide how much you love what you do. And if you love it, there will be a moment where someone's like, you are the perfect person for this role. And I think that your roles kind of already have your name on them, kind of. So when they see you, they're like, oh my gosh, she's perfect. She's it. She's the one. And I've done both sides. I've been on both sides. I've been in casting for a role, and I see what all the people come through. I'm like, nah, that's not quite it. It's not quite it. And it really has nothing to do with their acting. It's more about their essence and who they are. And yeah, if they all should be able to act if I'm seeing their auditions, But when you see that thing, you're like, oh, that's it. So it's really the rejection. You learn later that it's like not anything about your ability to act or like you being a dud or something. It's just that you haven't found you and the casting and the director haven't all matched up in your vision. And when you match up, they get really excited.
So, thank you for watching Investigate with Kate. Make sure to check them out on Instagram, EyeWander and Love Acting. And if you are a 75-year-old naked woman wanting to get a photo taken in a pool that's not your own, just make it a point.